Hi there. So this is, I believe, episode number 9 in my music, theology, and coffee playlist. But I'm not supposed to drink coffee anymore, so I changed it to music, theology, and tea. And I don't have any tea today. I just have some water. I'm not going to change the name of the playlist to music, theology, and water because I do like tea, but I don't have any tea today. So here I'm going to play some music for you for a minute or two, and then I'll share some developments in my doctorate work. This is a flat picking bluegrass-like piece that I'm working on here and there occasionally. Playing it at a medium speed. It's supposed to go really fast. It's just something I made up a while ago. So I'm practicing it at a medium speed, focusing on even flat picking in the right hand and also on good coordination between the two hands. Here's the first section. I'll just stop talking and play, and then we'll go from there. Second section. Here's that ending again. Again. Something like that. So I'm working on that at a medium speed and playing along with mistakes and stuff. I'm not much of a flat pick player. But I do enjoy doing that from time to time. I'm a classical player, but it is fun to occasionally work on my picking and try to get an even sound in the right hand and also to coordinate. The ideal speed for me too messy for now. Something like that, but I'm working up to that speed. So anyways, that's the music part of my video. And just a big update for my work at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. As some of you know, I'm a doctorate student at Midwestern, and I started 2 years ago. I'm finishing my second year. This is a 4-year program. I'm working on a Doctor of Ministry degree, and I'm super tired right now because every now and then I have to be up on Zoom all night because my classmates are the particular group, the promotion that I'm with. These are students from Europe, and their time zone is different than mine, and I have to be in class with them and the professors, but on Zoom, and I participate that way. So for the last 2 weeks, I slept close to nothing every night, and then just try to sneak in a cat nap here and there during the day, a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and so I'm super tired. But huge development with my dissertation. Initially, my dissertation was I chose Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 15, which is most definitely one of my top 3 most favorite Bible passages. If you've never read that passage, go ahead and read it. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 15. And I was going to write my dissertation about understanding the seasons of life from a biblical perspective and helping others do the same. I really loved that topic, and I was getting really excited about it. And I spent the first 1.5 years working on that. Of course, the first 2 years, the courses that I took were not just on that topic. We did theological research on different topics, but slowly we started to focus and to zoom in onto our own topics for the dissertation. Well, about 6 weeks ago, less than 6 weeks ago, my dissertation advisor and my main professor, my main theology professor, convinced me to change my dissertation. And at first, in a conversation we had, I wasn't sure if he really wanted me to change it or if he was just having a conversation or answering my questions. I had some questions about the intersection between theology and music. If you've ever read about, the work of Jeremy Begbie, he's an amazing theologian out of Yale. I believe he's at Yale, if I'm not mistaken. And he is a systematic theologian that writes on the different intersection points between theology and music. Just amazing, fascinating stuff. And in our conversation, which I was asking for, some books to look at on the topic, and my professor started gently suggesting, indirectly, that might be a great direction for me to go into with my dissertation, since I have a musical background and I am now studying theology at a doctorate level, so that's pretty deep. And at the same time, having a musical background, a musical experience, for 3 decades now. And then I went ahead, and I was afraid to ask the question, but I did. And I asked the question, are you actually suggesting that I change my dissertation topic? And he said, yes. I would like for you to consider that. I'd like for you to consider writing on some topic of intersection between theology and music. And the way he explained it to me, and this is not bragging, it's just reality. The way he explained it to me was that very often theologians with no musical background will write on a somewhat musical topic and not know what they're talking about. Also, very often musicians would write on a theological topic without having much of a theological background and not do a very good job at that. So he said that I'm in kind of a unique position where I could write about the different intersections between music and theology, because I have both backgrounds now. I personally consider myself a beginner in theology, and music too. I've been playing music my whole life, and I've been studying music my whole life, but I still see myself, I have so much to learn. So I don't see myself as an expert anyways. But so he explained to me that I'm in kind of a unique place and I should consider it. And I did for a week or two, and I decided to do that, to change my topic. I was really sad to do that because the text from Ecclesiastes was and is so close to my heart. And but I changed it. So I am now writing my dissertation on the following topic. It's the end of the second academic year at Midwestern, and we are now actually starting to write the dissertation by chapters. There are 6 chapters in our dissertation. This is a Doctor of Ministry dissertation. And this semester we were working on starting to write our first and second chapters. So what's my new dissertation about? Here's what I went with. I don't have the official title yet because that's going to develop as I move on, but this is what I have so far. I'm going to write about exploring biblical concepts of eternity, heaven, and hell as expressed in Mozart's Requiem in D minor, K626. So that's the general idea. I'm going to write my dissertation, my Doctor of Ministry dissertation, on exploring biblical concepts for eternity, heaven, and hell as expressed in Mozart's Requiem in D minor, K626. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with that work, that was the last major work that Mozart ever wrote. The Requiem is a funeral mass. The text was written way before Mozart, somewhere in the middle of the 15th century, if I'm not mistaken. It's part of the Catholic funeral liturgical mass. And Mozart took that text, it's not his text, and wrote music to it, set it to music, almost like an opera, right? So it's called a libretto, and then composers would set it to music. It's possibly my most favorite musical work ever. I've listened to it for years, and I'm never not moved by it. Cognitively, emotionally, musically, spiritually. I'm moved by it every single time I listen to it. I've heard it live. I've listened to tons of different recordings. So that is now my new topic for a dissertation. I'm sad to see my old topic go, but it's not going anywhere. It's still going to be there for me to explore if I want to. And I'm super excited. I'm super uber excited to write on this topic, to actually have the opportunity to write about two subjects that personally I'm very excited about, music and theology. So again, I'm writing about how Mozart wrote his music in the Requiem to reflect the ideas, the images of eternity, heaven, and hell in his Requiem. Since this is a doctoral ministry dissertation, some of you may know what that means. The dissertation has to include a practical project with it, which is awesome. So I'm going to have to create, I've already started work on that, create a practical project involving multiple people to participate in this project. So a Doctor of Ministry dissertation has two sections. There's a theoretical section and there's a practical section. So that's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to share. I'm super, super excited about this new topic. Mozart is awesome. The Requiem is awesome. And I can't wait. I've already started studying the work differently than before. I'm reading an extensive biography of Mozart, which I'll share in a few days. I'm just going to show you some books that I'm using. And I'm just excited to share that with you right now. As things progress in the next few months, and I have 2 years left, I'm going to share in here some of the developments. But today I just wanted to stop and share with you how excited I am to write about Mozart's Requiem, and I'm looking forward to sharing some of the progress here. I think I'll stop here. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, please write them at the bottom. If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you want to see some of the progress that I'm going to go through, make sure to subscribe and click that bell. Give this video a like if you don't mind. I would really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. God bless.